Talon at Wilderness Run Vineyards, doing a little brewing. We have Harry Pagan as well.
How's it going?
And the dog, Cujo.
Cujo.
All right. Okay, can you walk us through this, Mr. Harry?
We're in boil now. So we just added hops and honey to this hopped up honey kolsch.
Hopped up honey kolsch, and you used 2 cups of Virginia honey.
Yes.
Well,
Spotsylvania honey.
Spotsylvania honey from Clover, did you say?
Clover
honey. All right. And we're at boil. What's boil right now? What temperature are we at?
I guess it would be 212 degrees, right? Is that boiling temperature?
I think so.
Let's not put that in the video.
All right, talk to me about this other hooey over here.
That's the mash, that's the grain bed. So that's where we extracted all the sugars from the barley. And now, then we sparge off, and we're left with all the sugars and all the water and this. And at that point, it's called wort. Once this is fermented, it will be beer.
Okay, so how long does the fermentation process take?
For this one, about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So in 2 weeks, we'll be drinking this baby.
And say the name of it again?
It's a kolsch. And
Kolsch.
We're calling it the Hessian kolsch because we use the... Kolsch is a German-style beer from Cologne. But we added Maris Otter, so some British malt. And the Hessians were the German counterpart of the British Army.
Can we talk about the IBUs maybe that we're going to achieve here?
We're going to be hitting around 30.
What's IBU stand for?
International Bittering Units.
Nice. What about an alcohol percentage?
You're going to be at 4.45.
Nice. All right, so a kolsch, what kind of beer is a kolsch? Is that like a Pilsner or
It's a cold fermenting ale. So it's actually an ale yeast, so it ferments from the top, but it ferments at a little bit cooler temperature. Usually ales ferment at 72. This one's going to ferment at 62.
Sweet.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
So you said you're going to be doing some brewing for like 3 days. What are your other what else are you going to accomplish with these?
We're going to be doing an Irish red ale, Irish red rye ale.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
And then a saison farmhouse style.
Saison farmhouse style. So there's different ingredients that are going into here where you're pulling the sugars off of.
Yep.
And let's talk about the ingredient that's in here.
That's 100%, or actually it's 90% barley and about 5% white wheat. And it's 50% English barley, 40% Canadian barley, and 5% Washington State white wheat.
And some honey wheat.
Yeah, and some honey malt, which is a real sweet malt.
And that's all for this kolsch that you're making?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is this is going to be our sort of our lightest style because we're not going to be doing any pilsners when we open the brewery. Just because it's a little more process than we can really handle right now at this stage.
So there you have it. From Brandon and Harry, Wilderness Run on a beautiful spring day. Doing what you need to do, boys and girls. And we're out.